Let's go maybe straight into the controls. I am playing at 800 dpi, 6% sensitivity in game. For vehicles I am using 16%. All settings you see over here are self-explanatory, there's nothing more to talk about. Then we can move to advanced settings, and over here uniform soldier aiming is turned on and coefficient is set to 133%, both for vehicles and infantry. As in Battlefield 4 settings video, I will tell you what this setting does. So it makes your hipfire and ADS sensitivity the same no matter which scope or collimator you are using. Let's go into the gameplay. HUD motion to off. I don't like when HUD bounces when my soldier is moving. Player created content. This setting allows you to see emblems, etc. I'd like to see my inventory. Kill log of course to show option. Share usage data to off. Loadout mirroring set to on to keep the same combat role no matter which faction I play. Note to the crosshair and hit marker settings. This is your personal preference, so set them as you wish. Let's move to the minimap. I set opacity to 50% to see more details. Also I'd like when minimap is rotating with my soldier. Now to the radius, set this option as you like. At the end there is a minimap size. I set to max, which is 150%, because I'd like to see more and know more about what is happening around me. For icons opacity, I recommend leave them as on default. When you are not ADSing, only friendlies are and enemy are visible. I did this to increase enemy soldier visibility, because as you know in Battlefield 5 there is a big problem with visibility. In ADS we want to concentrate on enemy, not on objectives or teammates. Now to advanced settings. The camera shake scale to minimum to decrease shaking when something explodes. Track lightning to on to increase visibility a bit. I'd like to have a network performance stats on, because I can tell when my internet is slowing down. Also I don't like to have that graph in menu. Rest of the settings are self-explanatory, so you can set them as you wish. Let's go now into the audio. Nothing too fancy here. Stereo, word tapes, and I set VoIP to off. I would like to have subtitles on. Now to the video. You have to run a game in a full screen for max FPS. I am playing on 1920 by 1080p. I am using 170 Hz. I'm using 84 vertical field of view, which gives me 100 horizontal field of view. For vehicles the value is set to the max, which is set to 95. Motion blur complete 0, ADS depth of field off. I'd like to use Deuteranopia, and all cinematics effects set to off, such like the vignette and all this kind of stuff. In advanced, tap DirectX 12 off, because it can cause frame drops and stutter on older graphics cards. HDR off, future frame rendering, and that is the most important one, because it increases your FPS drastically. VSync definitely on off, UE upscaling on auto, and GPU memory restriction off. HUD scaling to 100%, all settings on low for max FPS boost and visibility boost. Let's go now to the key bindings. You can copy them all, nothing more to explain. What is worth mentioning, I am using custom config file, which will be in the description. You need to paste this in your BF5 installation folder. What's more, I am using SweetFX for better colors and sharpening. In the description there will be a link to a tutorial video. That's all for today's video. Everything you need is in the description. Feel free to ask in comments section, and I see you on the battlefield.